I wasn't gonna make this video, which I'll tell you about later. But for now, we'll go over the best deals on the best plugins with some great audio examples. FYI, nobody has paid me to say anything in this video, but I do receive a small commission on some of the links. So if you want to support the channel, do me a favor and use those links. Thank you in advance, I really appreciate it. But if you'd rather support somebody else this year, since I haven't been posting as much, that's fine too. So what are the two biggest deals this year? First one, Soundtoys Effect Rack. So this is missing a few plugins from the full bundle, and you have to use the plugins within the effect rack, but this plugin makes it super easy to add life to almost any sound. Now here's an example in a full mix. Listen to all the life and movement it adds to these pads. And included in the effect rack is Echo Boy Jr., which is one of my favorite delays. What I like about it is you can just quickly toggle between these 7 delays, and 1 or 2 of them always seems to work really nicely. And the second value winner is the UA Signature Edition bundle. It's 44 plugins for $2.99, which breaks down to less than $7 a plugin. And these are for perpetual license, native plugins with no hardware and no subscription. My personal favorite UA plugin is the API 2500. It just sounds amazing on the drum bus. And as you're about to see, the UA API absolutely smokes the Waves API. So if you do want to buy this one, I'd either wait for a $49 deal or grab this in the signature bundle. The Pultec EQ P1A is another great plugin. It's great for reshaping the subs on a kick or a bass, and it's great if you want to boost a little bit of highs. Now, some of you might remember from the free plugins video, there's actually a free Pultec, but it's not as good. It kind of messes up the transient. I'm going to show you. And the last 2 UA plugins I want to show you before I move on are the Studer A800. That's a tape machine, great for just adding glue, bringing sounds together. And the Fairchild 670 is also amazing. It just adds a bit of magic to anything it touches. EQ is probably the most used plugin, so it's worth getting a good one. Pro Q3 and the Melda Autodynamic EQ are your 2 best daily drivers, in my opinion. They're both easy to use, sound great, and offer dynamic EQ to catch annoying resonances. The standout features of Pro Q3 are the workflow, thanks to hotkeys, frequency overlay, so for example, you can route the kick into the bass, and you can see the kick and the bass clashing in the red zones. You also have easy band soloing, multiple phase options for mixing or mastering, and both the Melda and the Pro Q3 offer EQ matching, so you can import an EQ curve of a song you like and then apply that frequency curve to your song. So get Pro Q3 if you can afford it, and if not, get the Melda EQ. Chord Helpers. If you're struggling with chords or you keep writing the same chord progression, then Scalar should help. You can trigger chords with 1 note, and then swap different preset chord progressions, sorting by artist or genre. 2 tips to get more out of Scalar. First, route it into your favorite synth, like this in Ableton. And secondly, you can export the MIDI output and then edit that MIDI to make the chords your own. Push 3 is also really fun for chords. At $9.99, the new one is pretty expensive, so it might be worth looking for deals on used Push 2s. Mix analysis, Vision 4X. So Noisia made their Dream Analyzer, and they did a great job including a lot of the popular tools in one window. There's an oscilloscope, so you can make sure your waveform looks right. There's a spectrum analyzer with different EQ guides based on genre, so you can select between whichever genre you're working in. For example, drum and bass, hip hop, house, etc. There's also a spectrogram with a few different modes. And of course, there's a phase meter.
Hi, this is Nick from Noisia. I'm going to show you how to improve your sidechaining using our plugin. So you can see here the kick and the bass. Now you can see here that our sidechain release is a little bit too long, so we can go in. And as it's playing, we can just adjust it. And then we can also see that there's phase dovetailing here, like the way it crossfades from the kick into the bass. So let's go into Serum quickly and adjust the phase of the bass. You can immediately see what actual effect it has on your mixing, and the peaks and troughs that you create here have a big impact on your final mix.
Now, to get this plugin cheap, buy whatever plugins you were already going to buy on Plugin Boutique. Select the free gift of Vision 4X Lite when checking out. Then next purchase, you can upgrade to the full version. And this is a great deal, if you ask me. Another analyzer that deserves a mention is the M Multi-Analyzer. And the reason I like it is you can color code different sound groups. So kick is orange, bass is yellow, and top drums are green. And what this allows me to do is get a bird's eye view of where everything is sitting in the mix and really just make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. By the way, I've also created a spreadsheet which includes other great deals I ran out of time to mention. It includes the best plugins ranked by category, the Black Friday price, what each plugin is best for, and of course the links to all the plugins. The link is below. I hope it's helpful. Synths. I like to think of synthesizers in 3 categories: analog, synth emulations, modern digital synths, and great mono synths. Here are a few of the ones that I like. The Arturia V collection, which is like getting a room full of analog synths. Now, to be fully transparent, these aren't as magical as analog synths. They don't sound the same, but they do give you a vibe quickly. If you just want one Juno emulation, I would get the Model 84 by Softtube. If you love the analog sound and you want to be able to design anything, the best option for that would be Diva. And then of course we have one of Disclosure's favorite synths,
Poly 6. So I use this plugin so much. You can really go in on this resonance. I like it a lot. It's very like a Juno, very similar. What I really like about it is this stuff down here, the unison detune. You know, Juno has chorus on or off, which does a similar thing, but this is actually detuning the oscillators in the synth. So you can hear that's a mess.
Now let's move on to modern digital synths. Vital. It's great for modern house sounds, it's easy to use, and the basic version is free. Try it out. Phase Plant. Very similar to Vital, great for technical sound design. Serum. It still can make almost any sound, and if you're into buying third-party presets, this plugin is probably best for you. VPS Avenger 2. This just came out, so I can't say much about it, but version 1 was great if you like familiar sounds. It seems like the sound designers took a lot of popular sounds and included them as presets in the plugin. Monosynths. Any of the Moog emulations are great. Monarch, the UA Mini Moog, or the Model 72, all quality. Now, since the Model 72 is almost double the price, I would go with one of the first two. Monarch has better presets, and the UA emulation has a kind of a helpful macro knob at the bottom here. And I think a big part of the decision is if you're getting bundles, do they include either of these plugins? Fun plugins. These are plugins that sound good quickly without a lot of work. Soundtoys Effect Track, we already talked about that. RC20. In my opinion, it's best at adding movement and a little bit of vibe to any sound. And then riff 2. This is basically distortion with a morphing filter, and it sounds great on mono leads. Multipass. This is a multi-band, multi-effect plugin, and if you want to get about 10% more out of your lead, this is one of the tools that can help you do that. Vocal magic. Type A. This is one of the easiest ways to enhance your vocal. You're effectively adding an air to the vocal, which has already been compressed and de-essed, so you just get this beautiful brightness to the top end.
Thought you wanna know, you're unusual, super sensual, baby I want it all, I want it all. Thought you wanna know, you're unusual, super sensual, baby I want it all, I want it all.
Vocal tuning. Melodyne Assistant is great for this. You can correct the pitch center, and then you can re-pitch vocals however you want.
Thought you wanna know, you're unusual. Thought you wanna know.
Sidechain. If you want something simple, get Kickstart. It's beat synced sidechain, and it's very easy to just switch through the curves. For the most precise sidechain, I would get Shaperbox 3, and the new oscilloscope on Shaperbox 3 is great. You can see the kick and the bass in one place. And if you already have Pro MB, you can actually use this to do multi-band sidechain. For a great EQ on your mix bus that just sounds really natural, try this SSL Fusion Violet EQ. Transient shapers. There's a number of paid ones, but this one is free and just as good. I find the most helpful on kick drums, that is boosting the attack and playing with the sustain. Some of you are wondering where the heck Soul State's been and what the future of this channel looks like. Fair question. Long story short, I have some health issues that I need to conquer. That is my priority right now and is taking up most of my time. I don't want to go into the details. All I will say is I will 100% get better, and you do not need to worry about me. Please do not worry. Now, I'm not sure how long this health journey will take, so when there's a major update, I'll give you one. What about the future of this channel? I do hope to return to YouTube, but I'm not sure when. Maybe there will be a sporadic video here and there. There's a lot of artists I'd love to feature, but as of now, I have no plans for regular videos. Thank you as always for your support. Much love and happy holidays. P.S. There's tons of great videos in the back catalog, like these two.